Everything you see, everything you touch, even your thoughts right now, all follow the same invisible rules. Those rules are called physics. And once you understand them, the universe starts to make sense. Whenever something moves, physics decides how. Push harder, it accelerates more. Heavier objects need more force to move. Gravity pulls everything together. Every object attracts every other object. And the farther apart they are, the weaker that pull becomes. Planets don't float. They're falling through space, just fast enough to keep missing. Everything that happens because of energy. Energy can be stored, or it can move. Lift something high. That's stored energy. Drop it. That energy turns into motion. Heat is just energy too. Hot objects have atoms that move faster. And disorder always increases. Things spread out. Structures break down. That's why nothing stays perfect forever. Inside, everything are tiny charged particles. Some are positive, some are negative, like charges push away. Opposites pull together. When charges move, invisible fields appear. Electricity and magnetism are two sides of the same force. And when they travel together through space, we call it light. Everything is made of atoms. Atoms are mostly empty space, a tiny center, with even tinier particles moving around it. Break atoms apart, and enormous energy is released. Matter may look solid, but deep down, it's a busy storm of motion. At very small scales, reality stops behaving normally. Particles act like waves. They don't have exact positions until they're observed. The act of measuring changes the result. The universe doesn't give certainty, only probabilities. Space and time are not fixed. Move faster, and time slows down. Add enough mass, and space bends. Gravity isn't a pull anymore. It's the shape of space itself. Objects simply follow the curves. Inside atoms is incredible power. Split them apart, or fuse them together, and energy is released. This is how stars shine. A tiny amount of mass becomes a massive amount of energy. Energy loves to travel in waves. Drop a stone in water. The ripples spread outward. Sound works the same way. Vibrations push through the air, creating pressure waves. No air means no sound. Space is silent. The faster the vibration, the higher the pitch. Everything that makes noise is just something shaking. The universe runs on 4 fundamental forces. Gravity holds galaxies together. Electromagnetism powers light and chemistry. The strong force binds atoms. The weak force causes decay. Everything you've ever experienced is just these 4 forces, playing out in different ways. No fifth force, no hidden exceptions. Just 4 rules, creating infinite complexity. Heat always flows from hot to cold, never the reverse. You can't extract all energy from a system. Some always escapes as waste. And entropy, disorder, always increases. A broken cup won't reassemble itself. Smoke won't return to a candle. The universe is slowly running down. But locally, life fights back. We create order by borrowing energy and paying it back as heat. Light is everywhere. But what you see is only a tiny sliver of what exists. Radio waves stretch for miles. Microwaves heat your food. Infrared is heat you can't see. Visible light is what your eyes detect. Ultraviolet burns your skin. X-rays pass through flesh. Gamma rays come from the stars. All of it is light, just different energies of the same phenomenon. You can't see fields, but they're everywhere. A magnet doesn't touch metal. Its field does. Gravity doesn't reach out and grab you. You're sitting in its field. Every charged particle creates an electric field around it. Fields can overlap. They can strengthen. They can cancel out. And when fields change, they create waves that travel through space. Planets move in ellipses, not perfect circles. The closer they get to the sun, the faster they move. This isn't random. It's energy conservation. Farther out, they slow down. Closer in, they speed up. Moons orbit planets. Planets orbit stars. Stars orbit galaxies. Everything is falling around something else. Atoms aren't the smallest things. Inside the nucleus are protons and neutrons. And inside those, quarks. Electrons are fundamental. They can't be split further. Everything is built from a handful of basic particles. Electrons, quarks, photons, neutrinos. These combine in different ways to create all matter. The building blocks of reality fit on a chart. The universe hasn't always existed. It started small, incredibly hot, incredibly dense. Then it expanded, and it's still expanding now. Galaxies aren't moving through space. Space itself is growing. Everything was once compressed into a single point. And from that moment, all the physics we know began to unfold. Life obeys the same rules as everything else. Your cells run on chemistry. Chemistry runs on physics. Every thought is electrical signals. Every movement is energy transfer. You breathe in oxygen to power tiny engines in your cells. Life isn't magic. It's physics, organized in a very particular way. Physics isn't complicated. It's just the rules. Everything follows. From atoms, to stars, to you. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. The universe makes sense. And now you know why.